Today, we're diving into the top 15 AAA games with stories so good, you've gotta play them at least once. These aren't just pretty graphics, these are emotional roller coasters, epic adventures, and tales that stick with you. I'm not here to bore you with stiff reviews, so, grab a snack, kick back, and let's explore these storytelling masterpieces together.
Where the great will not be constrained by the small.
Kicking things off with BioShock. You're thrown into Rapture, this underwater utopia gone totally wrong. Think rusty Art Deco vibes and creepy vibes everywhere. After a plane crash, you're scavenging audio logs to figure out what turned this place into a nightmare. You'll fight splicers, crazed junkies hopped up on genetic juice, and dodge those iconic Big Daddies. The story's a mind bender, with the "would you kindly" twist hitting like a truck. It's all about free will and control. It's not just shooting, it's deep, dark, and makes you think. If you dig hunting tales with a philosophical edge, BioShock is calling your name.
We were meant for this, Nathan. You, me, together.
Next, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. This is Nathan Drake's big send-off, and it's like an Indiana Jones movie you control. You're chasing pirate gold across jungles and ruins, solving puzzles, and pulling off stunts that'll have you yelling, "No way." The action's insane, think climbing crumbling towers, but the real juice is Nate's life. He's got a wife and a past, and the game digs into his tug-of-war between thrills and settling down. Sully's dry wit and Alina's warmth make it personal. It's a thrilling ride with heart. Love action with character depth. This one's a must. Number 13 is Assassin's Creed 2. Meet Ezio Auditore, a slick Italian noble turned assassin after his family's betrayed. It's Renaissance Italy, so you're leaping across rooftops in Florence and Venice, taking out corrupt bigwigs. The vibe's historical but with a sci-fi twist tying into a bigger conspiracy, think ancient artifacts and secret societies. Ezio starts as a hot-headed kid, but his growth into a wise killer is gold. The parkour's smooth, the cities are alive, and the revenge plot hooks you. If you're into blending history with slick action and a killer character arc, this one's a classic. At 12, we've got Mass Effect 2. You're Commander Shepard, resurrected to save humanity from the Collectors, creepy alien bugs with a grudge. The galaxy's huge, but the story shines with your crew. You're recruiting badasses like a grumpy Krogan and a haunted sniper, each with their own demons. Their loyalty missions get personal, your choices decide who makes it. The suicide mission finale is a nail-biter, screw up, and people die. It's sci-fi with soul, blending epic space battles with quiet, human moments. If you love stories where your decisions shape the universe, this one's unmissable. Number 11 is Horizon Zero Dawn. You're Aloy, an outcast in a world of robot dinosaurs. Yeah, it's as wild as it sounds. Humanity's back to tribes, and you're piecing together why machines rule. The mystery unfolds slow, ancient ruins, lost tech, and Aloy's own roots. It's a jaw-dropper when it clicks. The landscapes are unreal, I've paused fights just to stare. Aloy's journey from loner to legend is badass and heartfelt, with lore that's deep enough to drown in. If you're into sci-fi mashed with primal vibes and a strong lead, this one's a blast.
I rode in a gang.
At 10, it's Red Dead Redemption. You're John Marston, a reformed outlaw dragged back into the muck of the Wild West. The government's got your family, forcing you to hunt your old gang. It's a slow, dusty tale of loyalty and regret, no sugarcoating here. The characters, from slimy agents to broken ex-friends, feel real. The world's rugged, with shootouts and quiet rides under starry skies. That ending, it's a knife to the gut, beautifully brutal. It's like a Western novel come to life. If you want a story that's raw and unforgettable, hop in the saddle. Number 9 is The Last Guardian. This one's chill but hits deep. You're a kid teamed up with Trico, a giant feathered beast, in a mysterious ruin. There's no big exposition, it's about trust. Trico's a puzzle and a pal, he'll ignore you, then save your bacon, and those moments melt you. The story's quiet, you're escaping together, bonding through little actions. The visuals are dreamy, and the ending's a tearjerker. It's less about flash, more about feeling. If you vibe with artsy games that tug your heartstrings, this one's a hidden treasure.
There do I see my mother.
At 8, God of War 2018. Kratos ditches Greek chaos for Norse chill, well, kinda. He's a dad now, guiding his son Atreus after mom's death. They're spreading her ashes, but Norse gods and monsters crash the party. The combat's savage, axe throws are chef's kiss, but the story's about their messy bond. Kratos is gruff, Atreus is scrappy, and their growth feels earned. The world's a stunner, packed with myths and secrets. It's a Viking epic with emotional weight, think epic fights and quiet talks. Want action with a father-son twist? This one's a beast.
Nilfgaard, for the murder of the wounded, looting, cannibalism, you are hereby sentenced to death by hanging.
Number 7 is The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. You're Geralt, a monster-slaying loner searching for Ciri, your adopted daughter, in a war-torn fantasy world. The main quest's gripping, but every village has its own saga, ghosts, betrayals, you name it. Choices are brutal, there's no easy, good, ending. The characters, from snarky sorceresses to broken kings, stick with you. It's dark, funny, and massive, hundreds of hours massive. The lore's a rabbit hole, and the visuals. Stunning. Fantasy nuts, this is your Mount Everest, a must climb. At 6, Final Fantasy VII. You're Cloud, a mercenary with a giant sword, battling Shinra, a megacorp sucking the planet dry. It's eco-warrior stuff, but then it's identity crises and heartbreak. Aerith's death still stings. Sephiroth's the ultimate bad guy, cool, creepy, iconic. The crew's a blast, from Tifa's punches to Barrett's grit, and the twists keep coming. The old graphics have charm, and the story's timeless. It's an RPG legend for a reason. If you love deep casts and epic stakes, this one's a rite of passage.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
Number 5 is The Last of Us. You're Joel, a hardened survivor in a zombie-ravaged world, tasked with protecting Ellie. She's immune, maybe the key to a cure. The infected are scary, but the real story's their bond. They bicker, laugh, and break your heart. It's bleak, violence, loss, tough calls, but the writing's unreal. Every scene drips with emotion, you'll cry, I promise. It's about love in the worst times. If you want a story that wrecks you in the best way, this is it.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. But trust me, we will. Wake them up a little!
At 4, Red Dead Redemption 2. You're Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in a dying Wild West. Your gang's crumbling, betrayals, lawmen, the works. It's slow-paced, you're camping, hunting, living it. The world's alive, NPCs have stories, weather shifts, and Arthur's journey from thug to something more is heavy. The gang feels like family, and losing them hurts. The ending's a tearjerker, no spoilers. It's a Western epic you feel in your bones. Want a game that's a living novel? This is your pick.
Growth and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why?
Number 3 is Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. You're Naked Snake in a 60s jungle, spying during the Cold War. It's stealthy, you're sneaking, sniping, surviving, and the bosses are nuts, like a guy who controls bees. The story's about loyalty, your mentor, the boss, flips everything. It's emotional, weird thanks, Kojima, and that final fight. Legendary. It's a spy flick with soul, betrayal stings hard. If you love stealth with a wild, heartfelt plot, this one's a masterpiece.
You should have acted.
At 2, Skyrim. You're the Dragonborn, fated to stop dragons torching Tamriel. The main quest's cool, civil war, ancient evils, but the real hook's freedom. Wanna be a thief? A wizard? Go for it. The world's huge, caves, castles, random bear fights, and every corner's got a tale. Shouting dragons out of the sky feels epic. It's fantasy where you write the story. If you love losing yourself in a living world, this one's endless fun. Number 1 is The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Link wakes up lost in a Hyrule trashed by Calamity Ganon. The story's light, you dig up memories, but the world's the star. Climb towers, snowboard on shields, cook funky meals, it's your adventure. Every vista's gorgeous, every shrine's a brain teaser. It's freedom distilled, you're a kid exploring again. The quiet beauty and sense of wonder are unmatched. Want a game that feels like pure discovery? This is your king.